Good morning and welcome to review of Tomo-Chan is a Girl. Now we're on episode 3. Now, after the first 2 episodes of Tomo-Chan is a Girl, Tomo-Chan has been definitely a best girl candidate. If there was a best girl nominee, she's already been the first ballot pick. No question about it. But I had to rewatch the last 2 episodes of Tomo-Chan is a Girl just to visualize Tomo as what she is as a character. I mean, yeah, her tomboyish personality is the whole reason why we like her. But another girl we want to talk about is Gundo, because Gundo, Mitsuru, Tomo's friend, is very, very, very evil. I think because people like her because the best girl vibe, the definition of a best girl. Despite like she may not have the physical body, but her personality speaks for herself. Not unlike Cotton Candy Carol. Although people like Carol because of her body and how she's fun to hang around. So smile like that 1,000 stare. But other than that, after episode 2 with a cliffhanger, this episode gave us exactly what we wanted. And after watching this episode, I was happy. There were moments that got me like, you know what? This is one step direction. And I feel like Tomo is opening up to be more of her girly side as this episode progresses. Like I said, the first 2 does show it. Even though Tomo doesn't show her tomboy. Even though Tomo shows her tomboyish side, she's still going to her girly mode, and that's what this is. Now, before I do my review, I just want to say the Crunchyroll Anime Awards is out. I'm still waiting for the nominees. So, as a result of that, when the Anime Awards comes, when I see the list, I guarantee y'all gonna see my reaction on the Anime Awards on my PS5, because I'm gonna look at this list and see how it is. And I'm gonna jump for joy or scream or jump on my bed, or if I see anything that got me like, what the fuck? But that's here and there. But let's get right to it. Episode 3 of Tomo-Chan is a Girl review. Okay. Last week was the cliffhanger. A cliffhanger to say, oh, okay, this is what happened. When June mentioned to Tomo, like, oh, I dated Gundo for about, I dated her before. What? Okay. That's how it starts. So, Tomo and Mitsuru has this, they talked about how the relationship started. Mitsuru and June, how their relationship only lasted 3 fucking days. How their relationship only lasted 3 fucking days. And what we got was the origins, the beginning of Mitsuru. How she got all these face expressions, the first 4 expressions throughout this episode. How it all began, how she became what she is. So let me get this straight. I had to break this down a bit. So, in the 2nd year of middle school, June asked Mitsuru to go, you want to go out with me? Okay. And her first expression, that was the dark side. Okay. So, go on a date with her. You asked to go on a date with her. Okay, that's fine. Simple confession. Simple acts. Okay. Then, you decide to go biking. But here's where I first thought, when he asked her to go biking, I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised by it because of the fact that there's going to be some physical activities. And I don't mean like that. I mean like physical, like, doing like go biking or do karate, those kind of, manly things. But when they went biking for 2 hours straight, like just biking, just to see a view. Really? You see Mutsu in the back cycling her ass off, and she's out of breath. She lost 4 kilometers. She lost a lot of pounds during the riding with June just to see a view. Now, Tomo-Chan, I like how Tomo's reactions to all this. She's like, really? Is that bad? Biking ain't that bad? But we get that. Yeah, she's all muscle. She all like, sports wise, But I get where Tomo's like, oh, it's not that bad because I'm used to it. And then both physically and mentally, she couldn't keep up with June. So she was gonna break up. She was gonna break up with June. Now, mind you, she was gonna do it first, but June turned around to turn a 180 on me and say, and long story short, long story short, June's like, let's break up. I really can't do this. That literally, it's like, he beat you to the punch. He beat you to the punch. Damn, he one step ahead of you. And in that moment, it was like, that right there. That right there. I mean, for the last, so all this because, correct me if I'm wrong. So for these 3 days, you couldn't keep up with June. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, Mitsu wants to do girly things, but June is all like, let's do some biking. Let's do this and that. You can't keep up with his standards. So you decided, like, okay, break up. The only thing you did done for 3 days was just holding hands and call each other names. So I get why Tomo's reaction, I mean, not that big a surprise, but that's that. But that's why they hate each other? Really, 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 really hate each other? Like, there's got to be more to that. I understand they've dated for 3 days. It's been 3 days, but really hate each other. That dark sense. Now, Misaki Senpai. Okay. Misaki Senpai and June, I mean, just say. It finally took, like, remember the first episode when June saw Tomo with Misaki Senpai, and he's like, and his first reaction is, that's the girl. And then if you go back to my first video, I was like, this dude. It's not even far away from the episode. And then the third episode, he realized, oh, that's a guy. And out of nowhere, he's like, I'm Misaki. Boom, karate chopped. Karate chopped the hell out of Misaki. Karate chopped. I don't know if that's jealousy or I don't know what is. That's just funny. To find out that Misaki's a guy. And then karate chopped him at the end. That is funny. Anyway, so this is the first time Misaki and June got close as friends, as friends. I mean, Misaki, for a second, for the captain of the karate club, he is a very good friend to hang out with. Good friend. He may be a little nervous at times, but he's a good friend. He tried to get close to June, and June is all terrified. But I get it. They tried it. The bus scene where they were talking about Tomo really brought out somewhat affection of June. And I don't mean like, oh, you finally confessed. I mean, like, finally, like, you can't beat her in karate, but you want to beat over strength than anything, but, keep it in a secret. So I guess June and Misaki friendship is, a little scary because of June and how he approached people, but that's how it is. Now, the date scene. I want to talk about the date scene. This is the second half. I get why he's... let's not front this. Let's not front this when I say this. June looks really good. Tomo looks really good in a freaking with pants on. Let's not front and say this. Let's say this. Tomo-Chan looks good with pants. She looks good. I understand her tomboyish vibe. I get it. I'm not taking that away from her. I understand that. I get it. She's a tomboy. People gonna say like that doesn't count, but she looks good. She actually looks freaking good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's like no matter what outfit you put on her, Tomo could look good on it, regardless. So Tomo wants to go on a date with June, since they rarely go on dates. But this is a chance, was like, okay, you're going on a date with June, but try to do something that a girly thing would do. Like go shopping, go to the park. That's what Gundo wants Tomo to do. Go on dates where a girl mostly like to do. Like when they go on dates, they go like walk around, go shopping, do karaoke. Those type of things girls like, but not like what guys do. Like guys like, oh, let's go to let's play catch, or let's go to a park and throw frisbees, anything male activities like play golf or play basketball, anything like that. That's not a date for a girl. You know what I mean? It's not like that. So I like how and then June's reaction when Tomo asked her to go on it, like, we should hang out. Like, yes! I'm like, it's all set. Now, before they went on the date, you gotta love the dude. You gotta love these three friends. You gotta love Tomo, Mitsuru, and Carol. Their relationship is high. Like, those three are funny. It's like, I'm glad they put three polar opposites together. And, three opposites together into one. The fun-loving, kind airhead Carol, the serious girl Mitsuru, and the tomboyish in terms of muscles. They're like it's like, what do you call it? Architect, the muscle, the brains. You know, that's here and there. So, and this is Tomo's fashion. Like, her fashion sense is all like boy stuff. You know, wearing sneakers, wearing pants, and a shirt. Fashion. Okay, that's all it is. But she never been to like a fashion place. I don't think like Victoria's Secret. Like, I don't think she would never go to like any female stores like Victoria's Secret or Zara. Uniqlo, you know, can count that as well. Or Macy's, but not like that. So they have to help her pick out something boyish, but more sporty, but more in the girlish vibe. And Tomo-Chan looks fantastic. Literally, her red hair, the hair part of it sticking down. She looks really great in her outfit. I'm telling you right now, I need some figures of Tomo-Chan. I'm pretty sure we all want the same. Now, I'm not surprised by their date. I'm not surprised when they went batting. I'm not surprised when they went bowling. I'm not surprised at any of those two because, again, Tomo-Chan being a tomboy, so she is, do some physical activities like batting, but I'm going to batting and doing bowling. I get it. I'm not surprised. But when they did karaoke, this was a total embarrassment for Tomo. And June, I want to hit him. Here's why. You had Tomo singing childhood songs. Don't get me wrong, childhood songs are what get into people. Let's not front and say we love childhood songs. Think about it. How many childhood songs have you learned right now? If you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s, I'm pretty sure deep down in your mind, you have played childhood songs or even know a few. Like, most iconically, Dragon Tales or Author. I'm pretty sure you guys know that shit. Or even Clifford the Big Red Dog. But my point is, she sang childhood songs for 3 hours. 3 freaking hours, and June didn't sing none. I'm done. You let her wallow into her embarrassment. To have her sing 3 hours of childhood songs and you didn't sing nothing. That's funny. But that ending scene, when June's looking at and he recorded, looking at the camera and just realized, look at the video of her, and she's like, something different about her. See? You see? I feel it. I'm not saying it's happening, but he's doing it. He's finding wait a minute, something's different about Tomo here. I'm like, yeah, congratulations. But let's hope you keep this method here, June, to do this. To realize she has a thing for you. And if you don't see that after watching a video of her singing childhood songs, I don't know what is. Now, I like the ending credits. I hope they do this. There's the ending credits and then there's a little minutes or two of it. I like when Mitsuru, Carol, and Tomo was singing songs. Mitsuru got good vocals. Carol, I'm not surprised. Her English is great. She's like, boom, boom, boom. I like her English. But leave it to the queen of listening to the queen of children's songs, to Tomo. Her ending's like, cat scratch, or she's singing it. So total embarrassment, but it is. But overall, this was a pretty good episode. Episode 3 was really good. I like how Tomo getting more and more to her girly side by, going shopping and wearing some fashionable clothes. It's one step ahead to prove that she is becoming more and more of a girly girl to June than ever. And I hope June continues seeing this as the episode progresses with Tomo being what it is. But most of all, this episode did show most of Mitsuru, how it all began. I don't know why they put her as best girl. I think I know why they like her as best girl, mainly because of her, how she is. But again, what we got in this episode, not only Tomo's development, but also the original story of how Mitsuru became how she is. All dark, doesn't care, that kind of vibe. I can see why. But anyway, this was a good episode. I look forward for next week's episode of Tomo-Chan as a Girl. And like I said, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards just announced. So once the nominees are revealed soon, I'm going to do a reaction on this one Saturday. I kid you not. If I have time on Saturday, I will. So again, thank you for watching my review of Tomo-Chan as a Girl. I look forward for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.